sorry about that. Again, my computer decided to be an ass. Because I just wanted to play on with a nice one. I'm missing installing it. I didn't realize the practice could take all day long. Well, I must practice the signing. But okay, I go to signing. I'll be fine. Pick out the
today we are ending.
Whoops.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show. Sponsored
We're
by
gonna do at least one more game. We would just chill here.
This is the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, happy to be here with my friends, and I mean that, my buddies, my pals. Kenny the Jet Smith.
Yes, sure, the net.
And it is Magic basketball tonight as the Orlando Magic go up against the Pistons in Detroit. Well, for Detroit, they're sitting at 500 over the last 10 games, kind of treading water. They'd really like to make a splash over the next few games. And one of the guys you're going to see in the paint, the former Trojan Nick Vucevic, he has established himself as an impact player in this league.
Yeah, I still don't
Kenny,
get
what role do you see him having on the team?
He has been
why would you
one
put
of
him
my
on the
favorite
block?
players
I mean,
that has
what
not
the
made the
fuck? Yeah, it's part of the storyline. That's what the storyline is to be if the team is losing badly.
Welcome everyone to this 2K Sports
Look at our record. We still 18-2. Good 20 games.
David, thank you for that. It has been one of the stranger trade rumors that has surfaced.
And sometimes a team sees that they can trade a hot player and sell him high, but I don't know if that's the right move with Young. Sure, they would get an established pro for a second-round choice, but it could haunt them in the long run.
The playoff picture becoming more clear as every day goes by. Chris, do you feel the 16 spots is the right amount of teams that should make the playoffs, make the postseason?
Yeah, I do. You can't have more than half. You know, you can't have much more trying to make it to the playoffs. And listen, every team should make the playoffs. There's winners and there's losers. You have to deal with it. So, you know, I feel like, yes, that number 16 is right on the mark.
Well, make that call. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So on the floor for Orlando.
Despite the contact,
is the
call.
forward, Vucevic in the middle. Fournier out there with Young. And it's Prez in at the three. Well, Prez was able to start his first NBA season with a title run behind him. He was a part of the great U.S. team that beat Australia in the finals in the summer.
Yeah, you talk about the best way to get acclimated to the NBA. I think Prez playing with the national team was perfect for him. Just the confidence boost that tournament win provides and getting his feet wet with some of the all-time greats.
And with the rumors of this team perhaps considering a trade involving Justice Young, nobody in the organization is saying much about it, but you have to wonder if they know something.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time a talented rookie was traded early on, but it is still a rare thing to see. I'm guessing they are fielding calls for Young and doing their due diligence.
And we'll get to see Justice Young here tonight. The New Jersey product was viewed as a bit of an undersized player, but he's shown he has the intangibles to make it work at this level.
A great point, and that's something that the Combine can't measure. It's the heart and fight, and this kid has a ton of that.
Yeah.
Just repeatedly passed on, even though he has a great sense for the game and is making teams pay for not putting their faith in him.
Caldwell Pope against Fournier. On the Wayne Jackson. He had a 36-point outing in the last game against Atlanta.
And also, he competed on the backboards. That also had a lot to do with the game.
And Young kicks to Prez. Shot from the low block.
That was a foul.
Detroit takes possession.
Call the fucking foul.
Take a look at the shooting chart.
Where do you think that ball went?
Because for points, because he has pulled a
either knocked that ball out, which he had to, or he hit me in the arm.
Rhythm for him right now. It's just not his night.
Either way, that's either a foul or a fucking
and just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first.
That should still be our ball.
They set the pick. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
Ooh, can't believe he missed that one. I thought for sure that was going in.
Prez dishes to Vucevic. Magic moving the ball around. Young with no one around. Outside off the mark. Young against Jackson. Kicks it to Caldwell Pope. Back to Jackson. Harris outside. Misses the three. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Ibaka, the pass to Prez. And Vucevic kicks to Young. There's the triple. And Young just drilling the three there. Nice look.
And that's the shot that's dropping for Young when he is playing with confidence.
Jackson down low. He's against Young. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Oh, they made that possession super uncomfortable. And as a result, they got the stop they needed.
To the paint. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Three-pointer. They get it again. Orlando's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. And Young kicks to Prez. Feeds to Vucevic. Young dishes to Prez. And the pass to Ibaka. Another shot. Here's Vucevic. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Yeah.
He's showing some tenacity on the offensive glass. That's a great play right there.
Orlando shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. And with the core that this Piston team has, they do a great job, Chris, of attacking the glass.
There was no foul.
Conversely, the Pistons do a great job of limiting offensive boards while on defense. Every game they are getting a handful of extra chances because of their approach. The leader is Drummond, but there are a lot of other active bigs to fill out the roster.
And stolen by Fournier. Young from outside hits it from three-point range. Young's got 6 points.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pistons trail by 7. Here's Jackson. He has 6. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Caldwell Pope's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball. Back to Young. Now here's Prez. Guarded by Harris. Prez passes to Vucevic. Young for 3. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Yeah.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Jackson against Young. Jackson dishes to Drummond. On the clock. Offline with the baseline jumper.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
And Young kicks to Ibaka. The kick out to Young. Shoots a 3.
Earlier they were pass to me there.
The rebound. Pistons trail by 7.
I put the button for call for pass and then a pass in the back.
Back to Jackson. Passes it to Harris. And it's off from three-point range. The Magic have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Up again. It's Drummond with the rebound. For Orlando, they won their last contest. That game against the 76ers.
Was not even close. I mean, they had points coming from all over the place.
Man, their strategy worked to perfection. Guys, go, hustle up.
Drummond is putting their team on his back. He's getting into our paint at will.
If he drops a shoulder into you, it's like getting hit by a runaway freight train. Because of how strong he is under the rim, he can just shrug off defenders who don't have a strong base. If he hits it on the low block, it's a dunk pretty much every time.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
The Pistons trailing. Jackson dishes to Lure. To Caldwell Pope. Here's Drummond, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Now, when you think about Andre Drummond, the first thing you think about is his relentless rebound. He's arguably the best rebounder in the game. Just inhales misses off the glass. Routinely, he can go out there and get you 20 boards easy.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Morris is checked in for Lure. Johnson comes in for Harris. And it's Ish Smith in for Jackson. Biyombo in the post.
Oh, come on. That's fucking...
It's stolen by Johnson.
Just cheated game. I did not turn the ball over. You the team, man.
Out to Smith. Back to Morris. Fires the three. Here's Drummond.
That was not a foul. That was a block. It was a good block against Team Game.
Incredibly well.
And this is his second.
Just light and cheated.
The Pistons leading. Jackson and KCP are in the backcourt together. Andre Drummond is out there with John Lewis. And it's Harrison at the small forward position. They're the group Detroit to start the second quarter. And Drummond coming close to averaging almost 15 boards a game in 2016. Chris, there's just no way to keep him from collecting shots.
Oh, wow, 15 boards. You got to say that 15 times. And it just isn't his.
Come on, that was a good shot selection, and it was in. Are you fucking smoking this the crack game? But you need to stop if you are her.
That he gets credit for, and also
Your
he
TV,
desires more than most big fellas.
And keeping us
did not go in. My shot went in. That fucking
Guys, as you know, things could have turned out a lot differently for Stan Van Gundy. He was the favorite for the coaching vacancy in Golden State in 2014, but in the end, the Pistons owner gave him the chance to coach and run the front office, and that led him to Detroit. The Warriors went on to win the title that season, but Van Gundy insists, I had to do it over again. This is exactly where I'd want to be. Kevin, he can build this team exactly as he wants.
Thanks, D.A. And after some tough exits in Miami and Orlando, this time he holds the cards. Drummond a screen, 4 on the clock. Jackson gets the bucket.
No.
Jackson has
again the cheating going on there.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
A wide open look here for Ibaka. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And how about that, responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
I like that style. Lose 3 points, hit them right back at the other end. That's good basketball.
Now here's Prez, guarded by Harris. Pass to Vucevic. To the middle. Here's Prez. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Prez has got 6.
And you got to admire the attitude of Prez, staying with his shot despite the D being all over.
And the basket by Harris.
He just looks more engaged this second quarter, a far cry from his disappointing play in the first period.
Back to Ibaka. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Inside, the kick out to Young. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Yeah.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Jackson. Puts it up from 15. It's rebounded by Prez. Prez has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. It's Fournier on the wing. Young outside. He kicks it to Prez. Back to Young. Picked by Vucevic. Kept alive Orlando. Come down in the low post. It goes. Now just a 1-point Piston lead.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
That's just a real lack of physicality in the post there. No reason at all that they should have gotten the rebound off that one.
Prez passes to Ibaka. He feeds it to Young. Back to Ibaka. Prez with the ball. And finish off by Prez.
That's what happened when Prez gets close to the cup. A phenomenal dunker who continues to excel near the hoop.
Outside Jackson. Dish now to Drummond. And Drummond throws it down. This tug-of-war game continues.
And guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
And it's no secret that Stan Van Gundy knows how to coach defense. It's safe to call it his calling card at this point.
And here's Young from the arc. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Jackson kicks to Caldwell Pope. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
Getting foul.
Perez picks one up.
Bro, what the fuck?
Now, if you want to see one of the best perimeter defenders in the league, just keep your eyes on KCP. This guy sticks like glue to any guard at either position. He's incredibly frustrating to play against as you just can't lose him off the screen.
And with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Chris, it's not one thing that he does well on defense. It's everything.
Kevin, whenever he goes up against one of the top guards in this league, it's a thing of beauty. He either forces a lot of turnovers from them or makes them a volume shooter. He could have a lot of first-team all-defense honors when it's all said and done. The only thing is he may get caught up in that head game of trying to outscore his opponent, and your offense is your defense at times.
And we see some coaches who keep their young players, Chris, on a very tight leash. They limit their minutes and keep them on the bench. If they make a mistake, they're yanked quickly out of the game. Others give their youngsters more leeway, and they work to instill confidence in their play on the floor. How do you strike that right balance?
Well, I think you strike that right balance by knowing and understanding your player. You know, guys aren't just playing in games. Most time is spent in practices, so you're getting to know the habits of your player, the work ethic of your player, the mental capacity of your player. So many times coaches know before the first game how much they want to play or not play a guy. Now, it's up to you as a player to prove your coach wrong, and no matter how much trust he has in you, to continue to increase and to build on that trust that he's shown in you. But, you know, it's a fine, delicate balance. But what you want to make sure, though, that every guy is accountable on both ends of the floor. Every guy is unselfish, and that you kind of promote leaders and you set a culture of leadership on your team. So I think a lot of it is up to the coach to set the tone, and usually great players will follow.
Well said. Prez dishes to Ibaka.
Damn it.
No good on the triple. Pistons trailed by 3. Outside Jackson. There's a good screen. Drummond with it. Now guarded by Vucevic. Drummond passes to Jackson. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That'll be his second foul of the game. Levens checked in for Evan Fournier. Magic leading by 3. Levens kicks to Vucevic. Shot on the wing. And Young with the basket on the assist by Vucevic. Young's got 17.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
It's tipped. Here's Levens. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And just who is providing all the playmaking here tonight? Let's look at the breakdown between the front and backcourt for the Pistons.
And their guards are taking on the majority of the passing and assisting for the team, just as you might expect. The bigs doing their part by getting to good spots inside and making themselves available.
Take a break. 2 shots.
You throw good, Levens. Chris, throughout your career, you spent a lot of time down low on the blocks, and we're seeing less of that now, those post-ups that were such a primary option when you played on teams' offenses. Does that concern you? Is that good or bad?
It's concerning from this point. Kids aren't being properly coached in the middle school and the high school level. Kids don't know how to play on the post. When you look back through the history of this game, whether it's been guards or big fellas, the post is not about how tall you are. The post is about how the closer you are to the basket, you usually have an advantage. And if you have game, then that pump fake game down there will work and get you to the foul line. And if you are a good passer, then it draws the double team. It changes the angle that the defense has to look inside and play. It helps slow the pace down sometimes in the playoffs when the game gets tough and a little bit more physical. And we can say that everybody's changed their game, but only one team wins a year. So, I don't know if the trend is necessarily not there with big guys not in the post. When I look at guys like Drummond, Blake Griffin, Dwight Howard, Horford, Jordan, Zebo, the Gasol brothers, there's still a lot of post players out there. So I don't subscribe to that opinion that it's less on the post. I just subscribe to the opinion that maybe coaches don't want to coach that way because guys have post game. We just have to see if the game will change. But small ball right now is what everybody loves.
Great perspective.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Green gets to Young. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. And here's Levens expanding his range. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals and 13 tries.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Jackson kicks to Drummond. Kicks it out to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Outside Jackson. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Different look here.
That did go off the rim, so I'm thinking one of those couple guys got off the rail. Who didn't get off the man? I don't know.
Nice work, but we can still improve. Take a seat. We're letting one guy look.
He gets set to return to the action now as a barge heads down the Detroit River toward Lake Erie. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. You look at Justice Young in this game, he's been everywhere.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
That's just an amazing skill set, plus the great instincts. Knows intuitively how to get himself open.
So on the floor for Orlando, Ibaka is the forward, Vucevic in the middle. Young is
Come
out
on.
there with Evan Fournier, and it's Prez.
You're finally going to foul.
A lot of great young talent, Chris, coming in the game. Who could be the face of the league in a few years, do you think?
Well, I really like Towns and Wiggins. I really like this Minnesota team. I think their team can become a fan favorite as we see the game go on. Also, Kyrie Irving. How about Kyrie Irving? Just won a championship. How about Davis, Anthony Davis? I think we have some great young talent. Excited to see what the future holds.
So far. Unloads from 9.
Oh, come on, that went in.
Defense from Harris. Well, for Detroit, their last game, a loss to the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, in a game where offensively they were about as inconsistent as you're ever going to see them.
Well, because you can do a bunch of things well, but if you're incapable of scoring, none of the rest of that stuff really matters.
While we're in the quick break, let's show you the list of the hottest shooting rookies in the NBA this year. Justice Young, number 1. Prez is second.
Well, I think it's safe to say these two have made the adjustment to the brand of defense being played in the NBA. Their shooting percentages are just fantastic.
And here's Young from the arc.
Yeah, okay, baby.
Pointer to fall.
Great to me.
Young's got 23 points.
And just amazing awareness there. Prez whipping the ball all over quickly to the uncovered man.
Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
This in-between game, always a work in progress, but the D still can't just leave him all by himself right there.
Vucevic misses from short range.
Well, it's not the best start to this half. 1 for 4 is not the start they probably envisioned.
Fires from deep. Pistons keep it alive.
Oh, I was worried about it.
The feed to Caldwell Pope. Dishes to Jackson. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Back to Harris. Expanding his range. Harris missing again.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Here's Vucevic. Drills the baseline jumper.
Back to double digits.
Has got the lead up to 11 now for Orlando.
I mean, on offense, he has been a constant force. You get him the ball, and there's a good chance he's going to knock that shot down.
Jackson against Young. Got a piece of it.
And you got to respect the D. Perez just spiking the shot back thanks to that amazing reach.
Chalk up 2 there. Perez has got 14 points for the game. Here's Jackson. He's got 11. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking them.
Great job, guys. Nice work. Take a seat now. Let's talk. Listen up. We have these guys back on their heels. And now they're playing like they're desperate.
The D cannot give him any space, so he's going to continue to burn them.
So it's the Pistons now. It's a 13-point game. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And last year, Tobias Harris was one of the big names moved near the NBA trade deadline.
And he immediately stepped in and was a big part of the Pistons' postseason push. You can see why they like him on this team. They gave up a lot to get him, but they plan on keeping him around for the remainder of his contract. Also, Harris has a descending contract, so the cap hits get easier the longer he stays. Now, one thing you know you're going to get from Tobias Harris every night is activity. He's always moving at a high speed, whether the open floor or in a half-court set. He opens up space and gets a lot of easy looks because of how he moves around the floor.
What a game it's been for both parts of Orange Juice, showing exactly why they are so deadly.
And Perez and Young have both been putting up numbers here, feeding off each other's energy. Just great team basketball.
Outside Jackson. And that one comes up a bit short. And Chris, with Harris and his activity, it's not unusual to see a player that is as active as him move the way he does. But it is unusual to see a player with that strength and build do it so easily.
Well, Kevin, he sort of reminds you of Sean Marion. That's the Matrix. He has a diverse skill set, gives you a little bit of everything on the offensive end.
And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder how much can they win by.
Well, some people call it front running, but as the league continues to expand, their confidence continues to soar right now. And the pass was right in stride, extremely accurate setting up the shot.
Fournier with the ball. They know he's going to give him a lift with his scoring. He's averaging 16 points a game. And Young kicks to Prez. Down there by Prez, and the feed from Young.
Yeah, Orange Juice making it look easy. You have to love that play from them.
There's a screen. Kicks it to Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
Oh, man, it's not easy to slow down Harris. When he gets on the roll, I mean, he has the ability to light it up from pretty much any spot.
He feeds it to Fournier. Vucevic setting the pick for Fournier. Here's Prez.
Come on,
Detroit with the rebound. It was a victory here for the home team last time these guys met.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way. And that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
I mean, you're right. A lot of wide open.
Come on.
What the fuck? Undefended all night.
Pistons trail by 13. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Pistons raised a few eyebrows when they took Stanley Johnson with the 8th pick overall in 2015. Now, he's a great, great athlete, but some thought there were better basketball prospects available. Stan Van Gundy says, what you've got to bank on is a player's work ethic and commitment to being great. There's just something about it. He is a great, great competitor. Kevin?
And he's built like a tank. T.A., thanks. Thank you very much. Drummond with a screen on Young. Jackson dishes to Drummond. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Vucevic has got 11 rebounds in the game. Prez passes to Fournier. And Vucevic kicks to Young. Over to the left wing. Orlando moving the ball around. Nailed from three-point land. Young's got 26.
You have got to make some kind of a defensive
That's an
adjustment
18-point
here.
game.
He is just lighting them up from beyond.
Bring it in. Take a seat. I love the energy, fellas. I really do. But now we got to keep it up and stay focused.
And Orlando making a change here. Augustine's checked in.
I want to felt the break it. Felt the story of the break.
The pass to Lure.
Back in this game.
Outside Jackson. Drummond the screen. Augustine against Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. And Harris wide open. He shoots. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Passes it to Prez. Young in the corner. Ibaka outside. Now Augustine. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Prez.
Come on, that went in.
Outside Jackson. He dishes it to Drummond. Caldwell Pope up top. 11 feet away. And that one's good. Drummond. Drummond's got 14 points.
When Drummond is squaring himself up as the pass is coming in, the D has to be prepared for him to pull up. It is exceptional how he sees the game.
Prez dishes to Young. And a miss there on the triple. Pistons trail by
Wide
13.
Sorry.
And it's Harris off the drive. Fires the three. Augustine grabs the board. Orlando's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and carried 2 of them.
Oh, he has really played to his maximum potential this quarter. What a performance.
After all that one
Pope kicks to
yeah.
Jackson. And Drummond throws it down.
To give Drummond a lot of credit, he's just taking smart, high-quality shots out there. So smart and not letting the defense dictate what kind of shots he attempts.
And Young kicks to Prez. Yep,
Yes.
that one goes. Prez has got 14 points here in the second half.
Oh, he has really played to his maximum potential this quarter. What a performance.
Jackson passes to Caldwell Pope. Jackson kicks to Drummond. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one.
Damn.
Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That one on Vucevic.
Well, that's the type of toughness that Drummond has. D has no choice, no other choice but to whack him when he's rising up from there.
A different look here for Detroit. Morris is checked in for Lure. Johnson comes in for Tobias Harris. And Smith subbed in for Jackson. Ibaka dishes to Prez. From 13, Young from outside. Nice.
Yeah, that was a perfect
Young,
fake out. Fake like he was shooting past it.
Yeah, and Young knew to
That
try
was a
to
bad
find
idea.
space outside when Prez got the ball. Great sequence there from Orange Juice.
Especially if
Morris
Prez is
a
wide
screen.
open. Excuse me, just as wide open.
Caldwell
Yeah.
Pope passes to Morris. Young with the steal. And now here comes Young leading the break. And Ibaka kicks to Augustine. Young in the corner. Pass to Prez. Young dishes to Prez. Shot clock at 5. Back to Young. The Magic need to get a shot off here. From the wing. Offensive rebound. Vucevic. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. This is his third trip to the free throw line. The free throw drops for Vucevic.
Yeah, expecting him. Still late because they'll
Magic leading by 21 on the wings. Caldwell, Pope, and Harris. John Lure's out there with Marjanovic, and it's Jackson in at the point. That's the group for Detroit right now. Young passes to Vucevic, and so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. And the Eastern Conference making a resurgence. For decades, Chris, the West was the best.
Yeah, you knew it maybe would level out, but I still think the best talent is in the West. I just think the best player is in the East, and we know who that is.
Great way to put it. Now here's Jackson.
There are 8 teams on the West.
And it's Lure, top of the key. Marjanovic kicks to Caldwell Pope.
I got that rebound.
Nothing is calling for him right now. Now Orlando shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Young dishes to Prez. Back to Young. Tries a three. Cans it from downtown.
Yeah.
Young's got 12 points in just the second half.
This has been an amazing display, a true crowd-pleasing performance for him. I mean, and it's helped get this team the lead.
Down low, here's Harris, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Vucevic to the pass to Young. Can't hit from 12. And Orlando again with the bucket.
Just creating havoc for the opponents the last few games.
He has been unguardable. No one has been able to figure him out recently.
Pass to Harris. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot.
Crap.
One free throw coming his way.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Magic leading by 22. Up top, Ibaka. He kicks it to Biyombo. And turnover in the league, we're seeing it right now. A new commissioner, a new director of the Players Association. Chris, new owners. Do you like the way things are going in that regard?
I do. Basketball is in great hands, and thanks to our past commissioner, and I think that, we have great leadership, and we're continuing in the way that we were going. And that's basketball for everyone. And I love watching the game expand, and evolve, and continue to grow.
Well said.
That was the best.
And Ibaka kicks to Fournier. Here's Prez from outside the arc. And Serge Ibaka, the bucket on the assist from Prez. Prez has got 6 assists here tonight. Detroit's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And Drummond kicks to Morris. Back to Drummond. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
That was just textbook defense. As soon as he caught the ball, the D surrounded him.
And Young kicks to Prez. Drops in the layup for 2. Prez has got 16 points here in the second half.
And Prez scores from anywhere. Inside, outside. This guy does it all.
Drummond with a screen on Young. Jackson misses.
And still looking for his first triple of the second half. He had 3 at halftime.
And here's Biyombo. He feeds it to Ibaka. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Oh, he's just on fire now. You can't slow him
It's a saying
down.
insult to injury at that point in that one.
The Pistons shooting 40% in the fourth. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Jackson kicks to Drummond. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Chris, you and I were just talking about DeAndre Jordan and all that happened to him a couple years ago at Dallas. He agreed to go to the Mavs and changed his mind. The league ended up 107 left in the fourth quarter.
That's completely pointless.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Magic.
As one-sided as it gets today, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And with this win now, we're all square, 1-1. 2 more games yet to come in what's proving to be a very competitive season series. I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Young.
Well, he was obviously feeling it at the offensive end tonight. It was his energy, his efficiency that put them over the hump in this game.
Shot to stop the run. Nice shot by Smith.
I love the advantage he has from a speed standpoint. Does a great job of creating separation for that shot.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Prez dishes to Green. And Young now, top of the key. Here's Prez. Good work defensively by Morris. Smith outside. There's the dish to Drummond. And the wide open shot from Morris. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they
controlled with the win streak, baby,
and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that about wraps it up. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.
Yeah. A game and a victory.
Jess, we put the squeeze on the Pistons today, man. Fresh squeeze. Yeah, fresh squeeze. Hey, they didn't know what to do with us.
They were thirsty. I need the juice. I need the juice.
Yeah. That fresh squeeze, baby. Mind that noise. At Christmas. Yeah, be careful, he killed him. Yeah. I think we had this conversation before. Juice. Yeah. Oh, I can go. Wow, 2000 Foot Locker. Damn. Go, go. Erwin? The blue one.
Good times, it's gonna be some good times. Man, we used to pull up and let them at that hood time. Remember I used to grab on that when it was about that. It had a walk up trip and she get that time. I don't waste time. I don't have patience, babe. She gon' get on top of it and she speed racing. We go wild out to bedtime. She my boss like a wrestler. Come that late. I'll let her write me my suggestions. Pop quiz, it's a pop quiz. All my money Got me in the shower to cut her. I swear to God, I got struggle, baby. Not no like a hush. Yeah. I told her mama I don't what my teeth do. I wanna control you like voodoo. I started screaming freak on phone and do-loo. Every time I have a good time, do-do-do. Good time, hey. Come on, back good time with somebody. You want give me something long time. Make me something like that. I make you see me cry.
Just a minute.
It was good. You know, we enjoyed it, but we never used to like race it.
Together. Eric. Yeah. Oh, we can get one more team in. The Westman.
The 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Kia.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Dr. Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA.
Dr. Shaquille O'Neal.
Tonight, it's the Orlando Magic as they'll be playing against the Washington Wizards in their house, the Verizon Center. Looking at the Wizards, 5-5 over their last 10 games, but they're not satisfied with 500 ball. Looking to tack one onto the win tally tonight. And guys, let's talk John Wall, the leader of this team without a doubt. When they struggle, though, does he get too much of the blame?
No,
that comes with the price tag of being a max contract
like
player,
crazy, man.
leader of your team.
Like,
all of those things, the face of the franchise. The best player gets the
What
credit.
are you doing?
Also gets the criticism.
I agree.
Do you not believe John Wall believe it?
There are 4 other guys
Or
on
is
the
it?
floor, and they all should share responsibility for a loss, not just the max guy.
Now we send you to Kevin Harlan as they get ready for the opening tip.
What's the mayor? There you go. Finally. Oh, that's what Nico.
On the road and hungry for a win against an Eastern Conference rival, the Orlando Magic are ready for this thing to get started. Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday night edition of the NBA and all its great action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan at the table alongside Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge from the sideline. Taking a look at Washington, well, they didn't have the success they hoped for in the recent road trip, but now is the time to regroup for a win with the help of their tremendous fans.
And an important matchup. I mean, coming into a game like this as a coach or a player, you know in the back of your head that you've been beaten twice already this season, and you don't want to take a third loss to the same team.
And before we get going,
well, Kevin, they stand at 2-0 in this season series.
Thank you, David. And as we look forward to the playoffs, they call it the second season. Doris, what do you look for in a playoff team to reach that level of success?
I think what you see over the course of an 82-game regular season schedule is you see teams build their habits. And most of those habits start on the defensive end of the floor. If you look traditionally at NBA champions, you can go back a long time and find that the best teams and the ones that have won championships have been consistently in the top third from all of the defensive metrics. So that's, you know, habits, defense, and then in today's NBA stars, you've got to have, I think, at least two and sometimes three, depending on how big your stars are.
A look at the Magic starting group. Ibaka is the four with Vucevic in the middle. Young is up there with Evan Fournier, and it's Prez in at the 3 side.
And you got to give credit to Prez there. Puts forth a lot of energy on both ends of the floor.
Outside, Wall. Morris outside. Again, the miss by Morris. Looking at Washington, they took the win in their last game out against the Brooklyn Nets.
And how about the accuracy that was on display from three-point range in that game? They were lethal.
And how about, despite playing in front of a hostile crowd, they looked extremely comfortable executing their perimeter offense, and ultimately that keyed the win.
And that's why teams work so hard to get the ball inside, to create those high-percentage looks and keep the buckets flowing.
Morris a screen, off the screen. That one wide left.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
You love the confidence, but that's a situation where they really needed a better look.
Washington has gone 0-2 from deep here. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
From outside the arc. Again, the miss by Morris.
Man, they had high hopes for a fast start. They get out of the gates 0 for 4.
Damn it.
Here is Porter. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Here's Wall. The shot will not fall. Good defensive work there by Young.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Prez passes to Fournier. And Ibaka kicks to Prez. It's Fournier on the wing. 4 on the clock. Ibaka, no luck.
You don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And it's Wall in the corner. The feed to Beal. And another miss by Washington.
I thought for sure he would hit that shot, but his release didn't look good.
Prez dishes to Young. Now here's Prez, guarded by Porter. Magic moving the ball around. Out of bounds.
What the hell is that?
Takes possession. You take a second here to take a look at the shot chart.
And this is a bit of a nightmare game for him thus far. Just nothing working, and it has to be affecting his
Well, he
confidence.
hasn't even
He
taken
just
a
doesn't
shot.
look like the player he normally is out there, and you can see it in
Every-
his body language
They're not
after
even
every
30
missed
minutes
shot.
into the game.
Boy, this is tough.
Wizards trail by 4.
He's taking a shot.
And Wall kicks to Beal.
The frick bird.
To stop the drought. And it's Wall.
That's
a
fair.
assist from Beal.
To call it 7 30 minutes in the game is good play. It's shooting really fair.
Young pass
There
to
he is.
Perez.
It's
To
the
the
fourth
inside.
quarter.
Fournier gets it there.
I ain't gonna see him.
And Ibaka kicks to Young. Feeds it to Perez. It's Fournier on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
You know, nice flow to that play. Let him right into the attempt with a sharp pass. It has to be crisp and it has to be on time.
There's a screen by Gortat. Beal gets a wide open look. Beal can't get that one to fall.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Here's Fournier. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks
Hey.
fast.
And it's all
Told
about
you
the
too early
release
to
when you shoot.
complain about day and night in our game.
Ball
It's
pitches to Beal.
3 minutes of the first quarter. No point there. That's
To
easy.
Beal. Jacks up a 3. And it's Orlando with the rebound. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And they ran their offense nearly to perfection in that one. Very few possessions were wasted.
That's what you call precise execution. And to do it in front of a loud, hostile crowd, they had to have excellent focus and discipline. That was really well done.
Perez.
Come on.
Morris with the rebound. Wizards trail by 5. Now for Markieff Morris, he feels like he has found a home here in Washington. As soon as he was traded to the team, he felt welcomed and enjoys, Doris, the close-knit relationship the team has within its roster.
And you know what, Kevin, for Morris, that's a big deal to him. He is at his best when he's comfortable with the situation he's in. And if he feels welcomed, he'll focus on his play, and that is when he's at his best. And listen, he might become a fan favorite with the way he will gush on about this Wizards organization.
And that's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
Yeah, he has the innate ability to change shots. What a competitor.
Vucevic is screen on Beal. Perez passes to Young. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah.
Young's got his second bucket.
And Young is comfortable operating inside. When he gets that close to the hoop, the D has no chance.
Outside, Beal to the left wing.
What the hell is going
Kicks to
on?
Gortat. That's good.
Getting,
And so Wall with the assist. Gortat's got his
getting,
first bucket of the night.
Just no chance for the smaller defender to block that shot.
Yeah, that's a high
Getting
percentage
rumbled
look
for
from
some
mid-range for
reason.
someone with his size and his touch.
Here's Perez.
Coming
Good
that
work
one in.
defensively by Morris.
About fantastic selection as that.
Sensational
But
on the
good.
backboard to start this game.
And now Orlando on the break. And he slams it one-handed.
Just a good, solid.
All right, bring it in. Let's talk, gentlemen. Hey, if we let up on D even a little, it's enough to get their guy going.
All right.
He's way too comfortable moving around without the ball.
In a game.
Yeah, and Kevin, they kept their three-point percentage at 36%. Teams around the league now abandoning long two-pointers in favor of those threes.
Morris with the screen for Wall. Pass to Porter from past the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
What a terrific-looking shot by Porter. You can't leave him alone out there.
Perez kicks to Ibaka. Dishes it to Perez. Pass to Ibaka. And the officials
And the
whistle a
foul.
on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. For the Wizards, Mahinmi's checked in for Gortat. Nicholson comes in for Markieff Morris. And it's Thornton in for Beal. Orlando also making some changes. Yambo, he's checked in for Vucevic. And Mario Hezonja subbed in for Fournier. Magic leading by 7.
Oh, that didn't go in. I thought it did.
Perez dishes to Young.
Tried to pass it to them and let me.
Now here's Perez. He's covered closely. Yambo, the pass to Hezonja. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And here are the Wizards now. Porter kicks to Wall. Yambo with the block.
He hasn't been able to shoot for a high percentage this quarter, but he's still pushing the action.
Young dishes to Perez. And they pick
Yeah.
up 2. Perez has got 6 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Outside, Wall. Thornton for three. The shot will not fall. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. Their last encounter was in Orlando.
Yeah, a dominant win for them their last time in this matchup. And what jumps off the stat page was their advantage on the boards.
I think the goal always is to control the glass if you can. It ends up giving you extra possessions that typically lead to extra points.
Good on the three-point shot.
Defensively,
That's
they've been a
12-point
step
lead.
slow here to start.
Wall passes to Thornton. He kicks it to Mahinmi. Wall wide open. Buries the long-range jumper.
That was a bad defensive breakdown. What about me? I haven't
Gold did well to hit that one.
And it's Otto Porter with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. So it's Washington now, trailing by 19. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Marquise Morris is out there with Bradley Beal. Then it's Thornton.
It'll be a long
Then it's
road trip.
Wall,
It was good to
and
get
it's Smith
for
in at the
Beal
5.
for
Home in the
preview.
paint. That's the 5 on the 4 for the Wizards. Here's Beal. He had 31 points in the win against Brooklyn. And that's an air ball. Not even close. Magic leading by 19 points. Here's the dish to Prez. Passes to Vucevic. And Fournier kicks to Vucevic. Here's Prez.
Come on, that went
Here's
in.
Young. Great D that time from Beal.
He can be a dominant, intimidating threat, but the defense stood tall.
Yep, that one goes. Beal's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Wizards.
I like the commitment from Bradley Beal to take it inside and attack the defender.
Back to Young. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. And the Magic lead by 19. Young's gotten 3 of his 5 shots to go here. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Vucevic. And now Orlando on the break. Fournier for 3. Kept
That was
alive.
dumb move.
And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Vucevic has got his first 2 points of the night. Wall against Young. Screen by Smith. Wall dishes to Smith. A 3 from Morris. Rebound by the Magic.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Young passes to Prez. He dishes it to Vucevic. And it's Prez, top of the key. Back to Vucevic. It's stolen by Morris.
No, it was stolen.
Smith kicks to Thornton. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
That is high percentage offense. Get the ball into the paint, pound them inside.
Now here's Prez. A 26-point game for him in the win against Detroit. And a hard slam there from Prez.
Bring it
to finish
in.
off the play.
And that's the athleticism that had him so highly touted coming into the league.
Wall dishes to Beal. It's stolen by Ibaka. And oh, here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance. Kicks to Prez. And finish off by Prez.
Just remarkable vision. Young is so talented at spotting the open man.
The pass to Smith. Thornton against Fournier. The feed to Wall. Off target from three-point range. Orlando leading by 23. Pass to Fournier. Puts up
Wide
a
open.
3. Down it goes.
Yeah.
His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
Playing smart offensively in the first half. No doubt about it.
Oh, no question. They're taking what the defense gives them rather than forcing.
Nice job, Orange Juice. Hustle
It's
up,
starting
take
more
a
like
seat.
the game. The game in Cleveland the other night.
I love the energy,
Or
fellas.
Not Cleveland,
I
the
really
game
do.
between Cleveland
Now we
and
got to keep it up and stay focused.
Great players just to talk about the game within this league.
Well, LeBron James, I think, does a really nice job for me of answering questions in a very thoughtful manner. You'll see him just take a second to process whatever it is I've asked, and then really try to give the fan at home a sense of what he was thinking in that particular matchup.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
He's a very, as you know, such a cerebral player.
That was on him. That was a good pass, and the guy fucking missed the ball.
And this break gives us a moment to look at the leading
What the hell?
playmakers among rookies for the past 10 games. Prez, number 1. Justice Young is second.
And they're demonstrating the breadth of their offensive talent as far as creating. A great sign for both of them in their NBA development. I'm not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
And Fournier kicks to Prez. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Hitting a high percentage of his shots. He's been a real catalyst for their success.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Wall sets a screen for Morris. Here's Beal. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. Beal's got 4 points in the quarter. The Magic have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. And Ibaka kicks to Young. He feeds it to Prez. Beal pulls it in.
Come on.
Beal's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
I just
and
said,
that's a foul. Called on Bradley Beal.
if you were,
That's his first foul.
if you were
Just a great play.
Boston at that point, you wouldn't even want to play.
Gortat's checked in for Washington. And Young kicks to Ibaka.
Because the game was so
Good ball
big,
movement
it
here by
got
the
so
Magic.
badly.
Vucevic with the bucket.
And good.
Is there a 5-0? Dude.
Passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Morris a screen. Now here's Beal. Not a lot of room. And a wide open look for Thornton.
What the hell, guys? That's different pressure to keep make sure he can
Could
get
have taken that shot.
out of him. You let the other guy
So
just
good
wide
that he
open.
sees a
What were
chance
you
to get
thinking?
his guy a better look.
Prez kicks to Fournier. Feeds it to Vucevic. Beal with the steal.
Oh my God, that was a foul
Dishes it to Wall.
again. Again, foul.
Pass
You
to
know what?
Thornton.
Get away with by yourself a screw my player over.
Wall against Young. Releases. Wall's shot is off.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
To the middle. It's deflected.
Why did you pass it there? What was that? It was
And here's
stupid.
Thornton. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Nets in Brooklyn.
And I thought the contribution he made by just generating contact, getting to the line was outstanding, guys. I mean, he picked up a lot
Hell,
of
he
points
picked up
at
head,
the stripe.
man.
And this is the thing. They're trying to battle back, but his erratic shooting is really hurting.
Prez kicks to Ibaka. Passes it to Prez. Back to Ibaka. To the paint. Just 5 to shoot.
Oh, bull crap. Yeah, it's just here.
And it's Beal in the corner. And now the fast break. Prez with the ball.
Oh my God, what are you doing?
Here's Morris. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Well, he has the frame and the aggressiveness to take on contact. Morris finishing the play and one.
And Washington making a change here. Porter's checked in, then for the Magic. Biyombo is checked in for Vucevic. Green comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Jody Meeks in for Fournier. Prez passes to Biyombo. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
Yeah.
Boy, what a pass. That assist was right on target. That's why his teammates absolutely love playing with this guy.
Young against Wall. It's stolen by Green, and now Orlando on the break. Green leading the charge. Young with no one around. Tries again, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot.
Get the foul draw. Did get the rebound. Did draw the foul.
Getting real physical with the D on his shots.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. Doris, I think you still hold one of the top spots for all-time assists at Providence. Who do you think is the best right now at dishing out assists in the NBA?
I think that the guy who has the most complete command of the position right now is Chris Paul. The ball's on a string. He seems to make every right decision, willing to score it when he has to, Kevin, but you know his primary thought process is, who can I get the ball to fastest? DJ, Blake, JJ Redick, you name it, Chris Paul.
When you were at the top of your game, when these guys are at the top of their game, is everything in slow motion? Is that when you know you've hit that stride as a point guard that you want to have?
I don't think there's any question. And one of the ways you get there is you watch a ton of film as a point guard.
There you go. Like that.
Dominating first.
Yeah, we dominate them. And it's ain't even close.
Bring it in, guys. Hey, great work in the first half. I like what...
Welcome back, folks. A lot to see in that shot from high above Washington, the Capitol, the Supreme Court, the Lincoln Memorial. That is one heck of a view. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. We're seeing a tremendous game from Prez.
And the approach of that first half was...
Come on, man.
Put them on the heels, and you're either going to score or get to the line.
Yeah, he's moving so fast through the lane. He's beating defenders to the spot, and then you're in a position where the only thing to do, foul him.
So on the floor for Orlando, Ibaka is the four with Vucevic in the middle. Fournier out there with Young. And it's Prez in at the 3 slot. And Fournier kicks to Prez.
Yeah,
gets the whistle.
Try the foul.
Up and 2 shots coming up. Let's now pause to take a look at the scoring breakdown between the front and back court of tonight's contests for Washington.
And the story of this game has been the role players stepping up when needed. OJ has had an overall so-so performance, but the rest of the players on the floor have picked up the slack and done everything they can to ensure that they'll walk away here with a win.
No good on that one. He's checked in for Marcus Thornton. He hits the second from the line.
That one's for you, Mama.
From the Wizards, they're shooting at a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executing. Morris, a screen from deep. Wall knocks down the 3-ball. Wall's got 12 in the game.
It just comes off so aggressively. Wall so hard to guard.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. The kick out to Young. Ibaka with a screen on Wall. Young dishes to Ibaka. Here's Vucevic. And another shot. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
Well, it took 4 tries, but they get their first bucket in the second half.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
You know, when you look at his numbers this season, he's had a respectable number, 77%.
Here's Beal. Here's Gortat. It's good. Gortat's got his second basket of the night.
Now, we know he's in the upper echelon of offensive rebounders. Gortat always working on the interior.
Now here's Prez, guarded by Porter. They get it back. Second chance shot, and it's Prez getting it to go.
That one's for you,
He's got 17.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
That's just laziness on the part of the defense, not hustling to get to the boards.
And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And Young kicks to Prez. To the inside, Ibaka, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And offensively, Ibaka's been spending more time out on the perimeter, but watching him work inside there, you realize that may still be his bread and butter.
Morris passes to Beal. Gortat with the screen for Beal. Washington gets it back. A second chance effort, and it comes off the front of the rim.
He looked like he rushed that look. Just needs to take his time, and the shot is there.
The dish to Ibaka. He kicks to Prez. The pass to Vucevic. Gortat with the steal. Wall passes to Porter. Knocked loose. Prez with the ball. 17 points in the game.
Yeah.
That one goes. Count it.
And Prez is just a dynamic player.
Great job, guys. Nice work. Take a seat now. Let's talk. Hey, this is what happens when we play our brand of basketball.
Some shifts over the last couple decades. Doris, when you look at the game today, how do you think it's changed? And where do you think it's going?
But I think from a strategy standpoint, the biggest change in the NBA culture is that it's going smaller and faster. It's trending toward positionless players where guys can shift among 3-4 positions at a time. And then the other part of the neat thing is, in this day and age of social media, from the off-the-court stuff, we're starting to see these guys become fashion icons.
For Washington, they have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
And on the season, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
Just looking at Marcin Gortat in his career, it's hard to find a more consistent player at that center spot. He always shoots an efficient rate from the floor, doesn't miss a lot of time due to injuries, and you can always expect him to be available.
And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. That'll put Serge Ibaka on the line. That's on Marcin Gortat. Free throw good. Serge Ibaka. With Gortat, he's been a double-double machine for teams ever since he became a starter.
Well, I think it just speaks to the effort that Gortat gives on the floor, Kevin. You know he's going to use that great footwork to get you scores from the low box. And you also like that he can get you production without needing the offense to run through him.
And again, Washington, no good.
The defense fortunate that he didn't burn them there. You'd have to think he wouldn't miss that again.
Oh, come on, nail it in.
Washington has gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third.
They're almost 30 points by now.
Young against Wall.
Yeah, a chance of a stolen time. Free throws too.
And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. The players you see here contribute as much on D as they do at the other end of the court. A list of the steal leaders among point guards. Number 1, John Wall.
And despite the offensive responsibilities that come with being a point guard, I think he may enjoy the defensive aspect of the game even more.
And that's because of the ability he has as a defender. His instincts are fantastic. They're matched only by his effort. He's just one of those players you just do not want to have on you because you know he's going to give you fits all day.
Back to Beal. A 3-ball. It's rebounded by Prez. Prez has got his 8th rebound here tonight.
They're trying to cut this lead, but he's shooting them right out of it.
Young dishes to Prez. Soft touch off the glass. Prez has got 5 points in the quarter.
And Prez scores from anywhere. Inside, outside. This guy does it all.
And Wall kicks to Beal. Back to Wall. Goes up the baseline and misses it off the right side of the rim. On offense, here are the Magic. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Here's Prez. And it's going to be 2 free throws through contact on the shot.
And how about the skill from Prez down on the block, working hard inside and getting the contact in the process.
Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for Washington. Both free throws good from Prez. Here's Wall. 12 points for him. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for
sure.
sure.
That's big.
Takes the 3.
He's a fist.
It's hauled in by the Magic.
A double-double.
Prez has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Ibaka outside.
Yeah, they are. They're always off by 1 on that.
He had a make from
They
downtown
get
in
to
the
say
first
they
half,
got
but
9
no
with
threes
10.
since then.
8 to 9.
Here's Beal, and they chase him down as he goes right over to Nikola Vucevic.
That kind of defense, it's almost as if they're just standing there.
Well, for the most part, they were just standing still, and you've got an easy 2 points.
Yeah, and despite his restrictions offensively, you still have to close off the lane or he'll burn you.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action.
Yeah.
And he gets it to go. Washington's gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. From deep, Wall. Rebound by the Magic. Ibaka's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting.
And
like
the foul.
He has been perfect here this quarter.
And how about the precision there of Prez, keeping his balance and getting the shot off despite the obvious contact.
So for the Wizards, Mahinmi's checked in for Gortat. Jason Smith comes in for Markieff Morris. And it's Burke in for John Wall. And the change for the Magic. Jeff Green is checked in for Serge Ibaka. Outside for Thornton. Flies a 3. Drops in the tray. Thornton's got 10 points.
Yeah, I'm not sure the defenders were anticipating that kick out there, and he wound up with a wide open look on the J.
That was me.
Orlando moved on 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Green, the screen. It's Young on the wing. Lets it go from deep. Here's Vucevic.
Yeah, I did drop foul.
As he misses, he'll go to the line and shoot 2. This is his second trip to the free throw line. The free throw drops for Vucevic. DJ Augustine's checked in for Fournier. Both shots good from the stripe. Al Thornton, 10 points for him. He dishes it to Smith. 6 to shoot. Kicks it to Beal. Fires. High post. No good. Shot missing. So Orlando will take it the other way. Now the feed to Prez. Back to Young. Trying his luck deep. And Prez getting the ball over to
the OJ baby.
Triple.
And you could tell Prez was going to get that ball to Young outside when he caught it.
Wizards shooting a pretty brutal 29% since the break.
Yeah, that is brutal.
Here's
shooting that bad.
A look at his
especially when
stats.
he's down, because they were at. They were down 20 points down.
And it's
30.
Beal in the corner. Beal can't get that one to fall.
No question he's having a bad quarter, so somebody else needs to take charge of the scoring if they're
And
going
a
to cut into
foul.
this deficit.
Yeah, good-looking bounce pass to set up that one.
Wizards making a switch here. Porter's checked in.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
Screen by Smith. Smith sets the pick for Burke. Pass to Thornton. Looking to end the run. The shot by Mahinmi, no good.
Stellar defense
They
all
got
over
run-
that shot.
and then he
You can
run.
tell his release was a tad awkward.
Young pass to Prez. He feeds it to Augustine. Over in the corner, Green. A three-pointer.
These guys that wide open, you ain't gonna stop anybody's run.
And chalk up a few more points for him there. This has been a one-sided game in just about every area.
In just about every phase, they have dominated. Lockdown defense, explosive offense. This has been special.
Here's Burke. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Really tough for this group right now, trying anything to stop the run.
Well, that's the danger. Very hard to get the momentum back once it's shifted.
Another bucket added to the lead. They've been the better team in every facet.
You know, because of that, they've completely taken the air out of this building. They have done everything necessary to silence this crowd.
Smith right side.
And let's review some numbers for Smith. He's putting up about 5 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2
decided not to take
assists.
me out of here.
And the numbers won't wow you,
Yep,
but
that's
I
it.
like the effort he brings to the team.
Magic have gone
Figuring out
7 of
bigger up
13
there.
from the
You
field
gotta
here
play
in the
for-
fourth. They've got Ian
Keep me out
Mahinmi.
there for a while.
Markieff Morris is out there with Smith. Then there's Andrew Nicholson, and it's Wall in at point guard. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Green kicks to Young. Shot clock at 6. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. Washington's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
Well, the thing about Markieff Morris, he does a terrific job converting inside. Boy, when you see Markieff Morris, you can't help but think about what went down in Phoenix with him. There certainly was some fighting going on between him and other teammates. He demanded a trade several times, eventually just taken out of the rotation, even though his skill was good enough to be on the floor.
It's Young on the wing. From 15 feet away. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
And Young is just superb. The focus, the strength. Wow, what a finish.
Burke kicks to Morris. This one for 3. The rebound by Young. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. It's stolen by Morris.
Come on.
Here's Satoransky. Just looking around the league doors, pick a few players you think are going to be the face of the NBA over the next couple years.
Well, Anthony Davis comes to mind. Certainly the Browns.
Good choice.
Yeah, just you love his multifaceted offensive game. Carl Anthony Towns is another one who
Isn't he amazing?
I mean,
a couple Kentucky guys too, by the way.
That's a good point. That's
Sorry
a
to
good
interrupt you.
point. They certainly are coming out of there fast and furious.
They are.
I'll tell you one guy I'm intrigued by. What do you think the ceiling of Andrew Wiggins is?
With that length, his jumping ability, I think he's very coachable.
Yes, no doubt.
Played at Kansas the 1 year, which I think was a great entree into the league. I wonder if the call of Canada is too
Really
strong for
trying
him
to
to
foul.
ignore someday down the road.
I'll tell you that Toronto's a team that has had a lot of defections of free agents.
Yes, they have.
With all these Canadians, does that become a destination?
Well, Tristan Thompson, and you've got Wiggins. I mean, guys, big-name players that could go back home.
Yeah, did
And
very
Washington
poorly.
making a change here. Eddie's checked in.
Really getting after the defense since
Getting
the
that
break.
far.
He's so hard to keep off the line when he pushes the action.
Here's Burke. And another miss by Washington.
Ooh, he was open there, guys. I'm sure he's kicking himself that he didn't capitalize.
Now, here's Levins. Combo dishes to Prez. Just 4 to shoot. The baseline J off the
Okay.
mark. Wizards shooting 28%. A rocky performance for them offensively.
That is a nice way of putting it.
Here's Satoransky. Eldors has been a big topic the last few seasons. What do you make of the hack of whoever strategy? Does it have a place in this league?
Well, I think you and I differ on this, which is so interesting because you and I have had this philosophical conversation. I do not believe that we should reward, and we're generally talking about big players, by taking away the hack-a-shack strategy. To me, you've got as a professional basketball player to make a 15-foot shot that's uncontested. I don't understand why you can't make that shot.
Well, I've not played at your level. I've not coached at your level. Aesthetically, for me, it is very unpleasing. It ruins the rhythm. This game is all about fluid, skill, beautiful movement of the ball of players. I hate to see anything stop and hesitate within the beauty of the game.
I can understand your perspective on that. And the one thing I would say that would make me lean in the argument to taking that out of the game is NBA fans are important. They are what drives television ratings, therefore advertising, therefore sales, and it allows these players to make their living. So I would say if the fans voice their opinion and want this taken out of the game, then I would go in that direction.
We know it is certainly on the mind of Commissioner Adam Silver.
No doubt.
Connects from three-point range.
And one team is just completely
52-point
outclassing the other tonight.
Again, this is
performance, and it really
going to happen to
what is turning
fucking
out to be
Cleveland the other
a
night.
monster win here
This is just
for
a
Orlando.
beatdown.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And once they
come
polish
on,
off
that
this
was
win,
not
they'll be
fucking
one more
turnover.
victory
That was
away
amazing.
from sweeping the season series. And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Prez.
Well, he had the kind of performance that showcases all of the firepower he's got in his arsenal and played effective and impressive the entire night.
Levens passes to Prez. Feeds to Biyombo. Young outside. Dishes it to Prez. Pass to Biyombo. To the middle. Kicks it to Prez. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just
We haven't had no kicking in about
all the way around.
more than a week
That'll do
now.
it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Yeah. A
What's up,
game
Steve?
and a win.
What's going on, Prez? Guys back in the studio want to talk to you.
Perfect.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, thank you. Superb. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan player of the game, Prez.
Hey, what's good, man? It's Kenny. Congrats on a great game. I mean, rebounding and scoring was at a premium. Now, what fuels your energy to play like this down low?
I think it's just my desire to compete, really. I'm at my happiest when I'm banging bodies down low for rebounds and getting shots to fall. Coming out on top of games like this, basically what keeps me going, man.
Well, that's a great attitude. Keep up the good work and keep working hard, man.
All right, thanks so much.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Kenny Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, for Kevin Harlan, and for the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson.
Everybody.
I hope you have a wonderful, even beyond wonderful, spectacular, just great. I mean, see you.
Good night.
Yeah, game 3, the Cavs, Celtics. At this point, as I said on Northern Ireland, I said, do you even want to go to technically, or do you even want to go to Game 3? Go for Game 3 after how badly you got beaten in Game 1, 2? And I know you can still turn around the series around it. But you've been outplayed so badly. Your first 2 games, neither of them were even close.
So, how are you guys handling all the trade talk circling the team, especially in regards to it being about justice?
I mean, it's a big-time distraction. But at the end of the day, it's a game, right? And I got to play.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. I mean, we're trying to build something here, and I felt like we were making progress. So, to be honest with you, it's a little ridiculous. I mean, just let us play ball and see what we can do. We're just getting started.
Thanks, Prez.
For what, man?
Man, we're a great
I'm sick
team.
of all
Why,
this trade talk.
why would I not
Me
defend
too.
you?
But you had my back there.
Of course, man. Orange
You're
juice, my friend.
your friend
On and
or
off the
team,
court.
man. We're
That's right.
we're And we're
so we got a
we're,
tough
we're
one coming
20-2 right now. We can't let this thing.
Show, let them know that we gotta
some
keep this thing
DMB8 decide, let's screw this up.
So, this is how you broke through the rookie wall.
This is it, man. I got to give this guy all the credit. I mean, Xavier changed everything.
He told me how much you helped him this season.
Well, it took him a
Yeah,
while. Once he came to me, we were able to figure out what works best for his body and his style of play.
And diet.
Especially that.
So what kind of things did you really need to work on?
Mostly balance, man. My balance was way off.
Yeah, if you don't work on it, it's going to be off. It's inevitable. It's very rare that anyone has a good balance of strength, flexibility, and core strength.
That's funny. You wouldn't think that about elite athletes.
You know, we have one player on the team that's close. Justice came in that first day and just has that build, you know, like a boxer. Prez here's a great athlete. We just had to fine-tune it.
Yeah, it paid off.
So it sounds like you're going to keep up with it?
Oh, definitely. I'm going to try. I mean, I'm trying to hire this guy in the offseason to stay ahead of the game.
Off-season. There is no off-season for champions.
I like that.
I got it from someone smart.
You should write that in the training room.
Just get a tattoo right there.
Yeah, maybe a tag. Yeah. No, but this guy's the best, man, really.
Yeah.
I mean,
say that again?
This guy's, he's all right, really. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For your thoughts, I know what you want. I can read your mind even from behind. And what's in your phone, let me take you home. I wanna take you home. Just so rare that I'm here, don't plan on
Yeah, we beat the by 50 plus points. By that game, yeah, it's just a. It's not just a bean, that's a massacre.
Two, three.
What are you doing, man?
Counting.
For what?
You know, make sure you stick to a routine. I don't want to jinx you or anything.
Look, don't do that, man. I don't believe in superstition.
No superstitions. I just want to make sure you stick to a routine, man. You're killing it right now.
Look, if I believe in that stuff, then what would all the hard work be for? I'll tell you what I believe in. I believe in this shot.
That one?
Not that one. This one.
Look, man. How about this? I'll change up every day. I won't make sure you stick to no routine. I just want to make sure, you know, you press, baby.
Look, man, just be yourself.
I'm being me, man. Watch, when you go into 50%, you be like, where was Denver? I need Denver to come and help me. See? Where is Denver? I need Denver to help me.
Just rebound the ball, man.
Got you. Brick.
Shit, working Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. I ain't playing a game another day, so might as well. Okay. this one will finish up the little connection. It's still rest. Look at still get him in the okay. Oh, sure. Oh, that's bad. Oh, let's do it next time. But yeah, it's gonna be this afternoon. We are gonna be back tonight. And about 4.5 hours. Market 8 Deluxe. That'll be tonight. And then tomorrow, hopefully, and I'll say another good thing. I don't know anything about it. So I don't know. Tomorrow, unfortunately, that'll be during Tuesday. Could probably experience on Tuesday. We'll see. Wednesday will be only Wednesday. That'll be show 17. Thursday will be Market 8 Deluxe. Race with the Great DQ. And Thursday is the, by the way, the 40th anniversary of the release of Star Wars: A New Hope. So we're bringing back Darth Mutant for that one. So that'll be a Thursday. If we have finished Force Unleashed, we'll start something new on Friday. Or the Back Breath of the Wild. We'll see. Got a few days to decide what we'll do. At the upcoming schedule, new channel like this, I thought about we got lots of games coming up, including we'll be doing and then next Sunday will be 32K17. Also, by the way, we do all kinds of games from doing our ways to do it. Dawn, Sonic Generations, going back to Breath of the Wild, Force Unleashed 2, Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga, which is actually free right now on Xbox Gold. I wish I had seen that it was gonna be before I bought it. Whoops. Yeah. So follow me at social media, see what I go live, or don't go live, but anything. I'll get the good for Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Forget to subscribe to my YouTube page for all the places, past, present, future, including all our NBA 2K games for 14, 15, 16, and 17. Yeah, one of the first games we played on cast was NBA 2K back in the day. Yeah, if you want to help the cast out, here's some ways and approach save you money. Like the first game we played, it was NBA 2K14 back. That the cast is not available because time PlayStation lets you record the cast, so you know that's cool crap. But yeah, NBA's always been a part of our cast for a long time, and kind of fun. Still, till next time, have a good one, everyone.